We made it to Durham, downtown. There is going to be a free concert today, and it's a couple blocks down. We parked at the edge of downtown, and we're going to walk and discover. Actually, this area is very new. Most of the buildings are built in 2021. I see there is a great gentrification process going in Durham downtown. This place in the past was the capital of tobacco. When smoking was all popular, people who lived and worked here and owned land raised tobacco, and that was a very profitable crop. Unfortunately, times have changed and no more cigarettes allowed, and people who smoke in America are treated to be second-class citizens. We are smoke-free. We do not smoke. Actually, we are the co-founder of Green Crescent, which is a non-profit organization in Turkey that deals with addiction and alcohol.
Alcohol, cigarette, all addiction.
We are a social drinker of course, and we won't pass a good glass of wine, but that's all it is. You know, one glass actually puts me to sleep. Nice breeze coming through.
Yes. Today it's 100 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
So it's
very hot.
Yeah. Look at what I found.
What is it?
Yes.
Blackberry.
Blackberry. It's berry family.
It's a berry family.
Yes.
We're very, very happy.
But my favorite one is blueberry.
And you're able to domesticate it. Blueberry can be raised in your area. And where is your area?
In northern Black Sea, near the Georgia, but Georgia in Tbilisi.
Tbilisi, Georgia.
Tbilisi, Georgia.
That's right. It's an election time in North Carolina. They are electing their senators. There's a big race, and there are a lot of Trump supporters are winning the race. That's all I hear on the news, nightly news. And you've seen all the advertisement of all the different candidates in the street corners.
Didn't mention any specific concept because we feel that war as an instrument of foreign policy is misguided and it never leads to peace.
We agree with you. We are from Turkey.
Oh.
A war going on right on the borders of our country. We have both Ukraine war, which is right across from the Black Sea, and of course we have an ongoing war of Syria the last 10 years. We're feeling the crunch. We have about 4 million refugees. So it is a tragedy.
It is a real tragedy for everybody. Those who fight it, those who are victims of it, and those who lose because all of our tax dollars are going to fund it.
Exactly. Can you imagine $1 trillion which is spent in Afghanistan the last 20 years?
For what?
If you spend it on the people.
You know, with war instead of human services. And we already have had so many prophets tell us that when a nation fights more war and forgets human services, we are headed towards spiritual
decline.
Yeah, you know that.
Brought her little girl to one of our vigils, and she's on the way home. She said, "Mommy, I don't understand something." She said, "Wars always end, right?" And her mom said, "Yeah, sooner or later they end." So she said, "Well, then why don't they just skip the killing part and sit down and talk about it?"
Very good, very astute point.
From the wisdom of a child.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here. We wish you and your people the best.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Financial district.
Mayor Leah, Percy Waller, and Michael Waller, 2004.
You got the nerve to be on me, faking your life for the IG. If you got my number, don't add me, 'cause baby, I'm on hiatus.
Finally, we found the American Tobacco building. It's huge. Can we go inside?
Yes, we will.
Is it strike means which I know the workers stopped working?
Well, there's one meaning of strike, but the strike, the lucky strike that you see in the back, actually is a very famous cigarette brand, you know, Lucky Strike. And when you say Lucky Strike, when you go to, say, Las Vegas, and then you start hitting the winning numbers, one after another, that's called Lucky Strike.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily what you think. Well, I did get a lucky strike, and here you are. You are my lucky strike.
Yeah, mine too.
See, it takes time to forgive, and I promise you I will wait for that day. I never thought my lonely heart would ache for my own scars. I never thought my lonely heart would ache for my own scars.
Bert had served in the army as a young man. He moved to Maine and he started living in the wilderness to find peace and quiet. The cabin that we just saw was the replica of his cabin up in Maine. We must have little Bert in us as well. You know, having to come all the way from the other side of the world to come here and get a camper and hit the roads must signify some of the spirit that Bert had. Train tracks in the water. It's quite unique. I thought it was a floating train, and it looks like it's floating. American Tobacco was a huge company. In the heydays, they were almost as big as the petroleum companies of Texas, because everybody smoked. If you remember, in the old American movies, the black and white, in the 20s and the 30s, you know, they always had a cigarette. You know, I've been here, and I've been here about 10 years ago, maybe more. When John and Berta were living in their old home, had just moved from California to here. We came to visit them. This is totally unexpected and unplanned. They have a concert for us in the honor of us being in Durham. The wind has picked up. That was such a lovely wind. It's such a nice breeze. It's very refreshing. This is the town circle. Earlier on, as we walked by here, we had the war protesters. Matter of fact, I chatted with them. Then we went to the tobacco factory, the American Tobacco, Lucky Strike. I'm sure the brand Lucky Strike still exists, and those who smoke know it. And they've converted the whole factory into a recreational area. Are you enjoying yourself, honey?
Very much. I'm very much enjoying and listen to the classical music, so it's, you know, it's my favorite.
Yes, it is.
it.
Oh, look, there's something coming.
Yes.
This is gonna be fun. Hold on.
Yeah.
Harder. Harder.
I can't believe they climbed all the hill. Wow.
By pedaling.
It must be difficult.
I think the ladies were just kind of slacking off. It was the men who was just pedaling hard. But they made it.